I have lived in Augusta about 5 years, and so as this place has become my home, I feel more invested than ever to make a difference in the community.
Being in my own backyard, it just helps me open my eyes more to our community and how now my little area seems fine and we're all fine, but it kind of shows that there's people out there struggling, people out there who don't have it as good as we do, and that there's a lot more to be done to this community and this area to make it a better and brighter place.
It's a big deal to stay here in town and help out the local, because you always usually see your area or the things that you're used to seeing in your community, or just around your hometown. But just to go a few miles outside your hometown to see what's there, what other people need, is huge. And sometimes local is just as important as going away, if not more.
This only makes us all better. This makes Augusta better, this makes Evans better, Columbia County makes all of us better, because we're making an impact on just a few lives, and that ripple effect moves forward. So it's tremendously rewarding for me and for my family to see that we're making the place that we live better.
I think it's really cool to see all the things that actually need to be done, because when we're living here and we're doing stuff with each other, we don't really see all the projects that are available to us right here, and there's just so much that we can do to give back to Evans and Augusta.
Well, I find it really neat to be able to see day by day, the change in people's lives and such as that. That are affected by the missions here. The missions in other countries are wonderful for sure, but you have to use kind of your imagination and maybe some photographs to relive that. Whereas missions here, you can say, wow, I did that. Okay, I was there. And that's pretty cool.
So the past few years, my children have been able to do mission trips, and they've gone to West Virginia and those things. And last year they did the hometown mission, and it was incredible. They loved it. They thought it was just a fantastic way to connect to their community. So this year, when I had the opportunity to be a part of a team and help lead a team, I jumped all in. And it's been a tremendous experience for me personally to be with a group of kids that are energetic and enthusiastic.
I think it's nice and kind of humbling, since we live in a nicer somewhat area, and then when we come here and we see how kind of different it is and how we can help out with our resources and stuff, it's pretty nice.
I grew up in a church that didn't have missions, so this joining Wesley and becoming part of Wesley was very different when it comes to missions and their impact in the community. It is probably the thing I love the most about Wesley.
One of the things that I love most about student ministry is opportunities where we get to serve together, not just with students, but with our whole entire church. And I've been thinking about this week and thinking about all the people that have invested in this effort and contributed and gave materials and time and expertise, and I'm so proud of our church and our students. But I've also been thinking about a moment of intersection. I think about in Matthew where the church leaders are trying to trip Jesus up, and they're trying to make him stumble. They're trying to ask him, well, what's most important? What's the most important law of all the laws of Moses? What's the one that's the most important? And I love what Jesus says. He says that he didn't try to make it complicated. He tries to make it easy to understand. He says, the first thing is to love the Lord with all of your heart and all of your soul and all of your mind. And then the second thing is to love your neighbor as yourself. And I love when Jesus says that, because he talks about two different relationships. There's a vertical relationship between us and between God. And then there's a horizontal relationship between us and other people. And we have that vertical relationship and that horizontal relationship, and there's an intersection in the middle where we're doing both of those things. And I think that it's those special moments where those two relationship planes intersect to where we find Hometown Mission Week, where we're working on this relationship with God and relationship with our Savior, and we're working on our relationship with other people, and we're loving our neighbor as ourselves. And so it's these moments this week, these moments of intersection that I love to watch and I love to see happen between student ministry volunteers and students and construction leaders and students in our church and intergenerational serving. It just makes me so proud of Wesley, so proud of our students and our teenagers and our leaders. And so I just couldn't be more privileged to be a part of this week, to see how God has been working through us so we can love Him, worship Him, serve Him, and then also to love and serve other people.